Hello, in this tutorial we're going to learn how we can create new forums. Inside this instance of Social Squared we've got several different forum groups such as food, drink, restaurants and desserts. And under drink we've got some forums such as beer and wine, fruit juices and soda. One thing that we're missing out on is cocktails. So what I'm going to do is first of all navigate to the site settings page, and under the Social Squared forum section we'll navigate to forum groups. And under forum groups, under drink here, we'll be able to click onto view forums. Under view forums is where we'll see the beer, wine, fruit juices and soda forums, but we've also got the ability to add a new forum in there. So we'll create a new forum and we'll call it cocktails. We'll give it a description and we'll click on to add. And now we've got our cocktails forum. Now one of the things we might want to do is edit the settings inside that forum. So as we go through it, we've got the name of the forum that we just provided as well as the description and the order of that forum. So I think maybe that should come number 1 inside that forum group, so that will appear at the very top. We've got the voting as well. So what I could do is certainly allow voting. People will want to get involved in voting for their favourite cocktail, and so that we don't upset anybody we could also force that so it only allows an up vote instead of down votes. So we'll click on to allow only up vote. We could allow attachments, so this would allow people to insert PDFs or Excel documents, Word documents and so on, whatever they like. We can do a number of things here. We could allow attachments but then refine it in the general Social Squared settings so that only certain file types are supported and up to a certain file size, since those attachments will be stored inside the Social Squared database as a blob. We could also, instead of allowing attachments, just allow people to navigate to a SharePoint document library item. And that's my preference, since one of the things I'd certainly want to do with some of the Office documents that I've created is to be able to version them, allow checking in, checking out and so on. So all of the document management features that you get with SharePoint. So I'll deselect the allow attachments and leave this selected on allow SharePoint document library items. We could also set it the default so that people who create topics and replies, the notify will be so we can also notify the poster of any new replies or topics inside the forum. So in other words, Zoe will be automatically subscribed to this particular forum. We could allow featured posts. So if somebody creates a really good cocktail, we want it to stand out, then we could highlight that as a featured post. And then we've got some security as well. So do we want to force it so that any non-administrators can create topics? So this is going via the SharePoint team site permissions. So anybody that has access to the team site will be able to create new topics, or we could deselect that and set up the permissions so that we can control who's allowed to create topics and also reply to topics as well. We can also allow authenticated users to post anonymously. So if we don't want to see who's been creating all of these nice wonderful cocktails, we could select that option, and we can choose what they are allowed to do anonymously. So could they actually create topics or just simply reply to topics anonymously, and so on. So there's a few settings in there, and we can also allow anonymous posters as well. So do we want to allow them to create topics and reply to topics, etc. There's some other security settings here which we'll go through in a later video. So we can force no permission, we can force read only, we can set up our moderators, and we can also set up our administrators. So we'll leave it as it is, click on to update, and that's it. We've now got our new cocktails forum created. One last thing that we might want to do is go through and manage some subscribers. So we can add some subscribers now. So I know that Brett enjoys a cocktail or two, so we'll go through and add him, and Sandy certainly does. So we'll go through, oh, Sandy's not in there, so I guess she's not going to be notified about any cocktails. So we'll just add Brett and click add subscriber. So Brett will now be notified of any new cocktails that are created inside Social Squared. So as we navigate back to Social Squared, we'll be able to see that that cocktails forum has now been created, and we can start posting about cocktails within there.